I'm excited to talk to our next guest, Jeffery, who stars on this new series on Hulu called Shut Eye. And Jeffery, welcome to the show. And I've got to ask, we just interviewed Katie and Emmanuel. What's it like working alongside those ladies?
Yeah, they're not too hard on the eyes, are they? Two beautifully talented women that had my back the whole season. So they're so great and so smart and down to earth. And you know, in this business, you can get a lot of big egos, especially with the success they've had. And they're so grounded. It was just a pleasure working with them.
I bet, and they seemed awesome from the interview we did with them. But let's jump into this new show. What's it like being part of a new show that you started with just a script and now it came into reality?
Yeah, it's thrilling, especially when you're trying to create a world no one's really seen on television before. I remember, 10 years ago when I was doing Burn Notice, I was on the set with the director and the show creator, and it was this old, rainy warehouse, and I was like, well, I've made it. And then it became something, really big, and I felt like the same thing when I was on the set in Vancouver. Yet again, it was raining. It was an old warehouse that they converted from a machine shop. And we just wanted to create something that people hadn't seen before. That's something that's exciting.
Well, Jeffery, let me ask, this new character you're playing, Charlie, what is the joy of playing him and also maybe the challenge?
Yeah, Charlie is an interesting guy. I've never really played a character like him before. He's a failed magician from Vegas, divorced, started a new family with Katie's character, Linda, and they have a 14-year-old son, and he starts trying to make a living in LA and set up a psychic parlor shop. And then a couple weeks later, his legs were broken because he didn't know that he had to pay a vig to the gypsy mafia that kind of controls all of it. So that was a fascinating kind of realization that all of these shops are being controlled by a very powerful family. Well, at least that's what we're kind of depicting. And it was great to kind of create that world and navigate these shark-infested waters with a kind of a character I've never really played before, rather a weaker guy, not so much the alpha male I usually play.
Well, I'm excited to see how you bring a magician to life, but have you ever paralleled the name of your show, Shut Eye, to the fact that it's being released on Hulu all at once so we can binge watch, which means we're not going to get any shut eye when it comes to watching your show?
I hope not. I mean, especially I think it's smart over the holidays, with so many things going on with Christmas shopping and relatives dropping by, you probably, will have a 2 or 3 hour window and not have to wait every week to kind of watch a show you get hooked on. So hopefully you can sit there and watch all 10 hours and then get some shut-eye.
Well, Jeffery, that certainly is awesome. And before we go, congratulations on your well-deserved success. But what have you learned on your journey that has served you so well?
Be kind. Just really be kind to one another. It's there's going to be times where some people are going to probably try to block you, and I would just say be kind no matter what they say and just move on, because it can only reap rewards in the future.
Well, that certainly is an important message for all of us to hear, particularly this time of year. Jeffery, thanks for following your own bit of advice and for joining us today, and more importantly, happy holidays.
Thanks, Con. Happy holidays.